Very way in here, is Saudi Arabia and the wider GCC a victim of the news media, or are there real concerns for investors?
Well, I like to blame the news media on most things. So I look at it as a long-term investor over a long period of time. The transformation of the region has been quite amazing. And I think if you just look at a point in time, the Saudi Aramco bond issue, not just the demand, but this credit spread off U.S. Treasuries, it's trading around 103 basis points off. It was a big tightening from the original price talk. It is a great reflection on the kingdom, but also on the region and the opportunities. So, the region is not perfect. There's no region in the world that's perfect. There are issues that need to be addressed, and I think the power of the press plays a good role in addressing the issues. But the power of the press also allows issues to be mitigated. And in most cases for long-term investing, most issues that are being addressed in the media are mitigated, and that's why long-termism and why long-term optimism is generally the right strategy for most investing over a long horizon. So I would argue the media is responsible for much of the noise, but the noise is actually a good process in which positive mitigation occurs. If it wasn't for the media, some of the issues would not have been addressed here in the region or in any other part of the world today. So I look at this as a real positive. But the fact that there's issues in the press does not tell me I must run away from a place. In many cases, it tells me I should run to and invest, because what we're most frightened of are things that we don't talk about. What we're most frightened of, and when we have financial crises, are things that we are not being realistic and we're in denial of. And that was a great example of the financial crisis, of the severity of the debt and all the pockets where money was being, secretly held. That is not the case. I mean, from all my years coming to the region, I see much more transparency. I see a willingness by governments to move forward. I see governments in the region focusing on how to improve financial inclusion, how to increase more social inclusion. I mean, the changes here in the kingdom itself in the last 2 years are pretty amazing. Should it stop here? No, but it's a process of improvement. To me, that's what you're looking for as a long-term investor. And so as I look at this as great opportunities. Actually, we wanted the Saudi Aramco bond issue to be much wider, so we had higher return to our investors. We ended up buying it anyway at a much tighter spread, but that was a great example of the moment. And I do believe as the region continues to be focused on much greater inclusion, the region will benefit. As the region focuses on the development of its capital markets, building small and medium businesses and opportunities for more private sector jobs for more, capital is going to come into the region. And these are all good long-term processes to build long-term stability.